Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I am sharing with you a baseball themed junk journal. I've never made one of these before, but I made it for a friend who is giving it to her son, and she has journal entries that she's written since he was a baby, and he's an adult now, but she wanted to give them something special that she had all of her journal entries written in, so she asked me to make this. And he's into a lot of sports, but he loved baseball and played baseball a lot when he was in school, so I made this for him. I actually found a book. His favorite baseball team is the Boston Red Sox, and so this little piece here was from a baseball hat that I found at a thrift store. I just cut that off. The hat was pretty trash, so I wasn't upset about cutting the hat. And I found a vintage book from an antique mall, and it was like a decade of the Boston Red Sox. And then I used that book as the cover, and then I used some of the pages in the journal. But I used this paper pack from Cartabella. I found it online, but you can also sometimes find it at Tuesday Morning. But it has paper, double-sided paper that has cut aparts and a sticker sheet in it. So I love that. Okay, and this book is pretty big. It's like 8.5 by 11 size and a 3-inch spine. And it has 3 signatures in it. I made a tassel on the side with a bunch of different baseball ribbons and fabric and other ribbons and trims and things. And then I found this, I ordered this little Boston Red Sox keychain and some charms that are a baseball bat, a glove, and a baseball. So that is on the spine there. On the front, I added the fabric starting a little bit over on the front, and it goes all the way around to the back. And then I added some ribbon, some paper that I layered up. This is a sticker from the collection. That's a sticker from the collection. And yeah, I didn't want to make it too frou-frou since it is for a boy. But I did add ruffles because I love making the fabric ruffles on the side. Anyway, I think he'll love it. Here is a little tag here that she can put his name or whatever there. It has some ribbon ties, some baseball ribbon that is attached. So on the inside here, I didn't cover a whole lot of the front cover because it had part of Fenway Park that was already on the book. I added fabric here, and then I added a pocket with the paper, and then I made a tag with a Cracker Jack box, and this is just a library card. And then over here, this was the first page of the actual book because it had Fenway Park on there. I made a tuck with a vintage image from a book page and a card here. This is a paint chip card that I altered. Did that on the back, and then I sewed a little ruffle there. I added stickers throughout. There's stitching throughout. I used lots of different papers. Here is some ledger paper. This page, I found this baseball pencil pouch, and so I sewed it along here and added some ribbons where the holes are. And she can just flip it out, and right there she can keep like her pencils or put whatever more writings. I did stick some lined paper in there for her. Here I added some more stickers. This is the paper from the collection. I added some ephemera, cut aparts, a ticket. And then on this side is another tuck, a side tuck spot. I had some vintage little stamps and some grid paper, a vintage popcorn sack, and I made it into a pocket, and then this vintage baseball playing card there. On this page, there's some kids writing paper. I added a baseball sticker down there, a paper clip that has a baseball card and a couple baseball trivia cards. I have tea stained paper. This is a little pocket that I made with 2 book pages. This is a vintage book page from the 1993 baseball card book or magazine. Here's some music paper. I have an altered paper clip up there, and then I added a piece of a vintage popcorn box. And then on the other side, I added a bingo card and a couple more baseball cards. There's another pocket with those book pages. Now my friend is going to be writing journal entries, as I said, and so I wanted to leave a lot of space for her to write. There's the other side of the popcorn bag, so I just made a tag for that. And then in this pocket, I altered a bingo card, a vintage bingo card, and then there's another baseball card. On the other side, I added some vintage ephemera in there. This is the other side of the back page of the book, because there's the other side of Fenway Park. And then in here, I added a cut apart, and then this is a vintage airmail envelope, and I just added some stickers to it. I just like the colors, went with that real well. And then here's a tuck spot. I made a tag with the paper. And then on this other side, there's a tuck spot down here, a little pocket. So I made a little book of paper in there so she can write inside there. She can also write on papers and stick them inside the pockets. Here are 2 little pockets, and I made tags to go in them. And then here's on the back is a tuck, a belly band that with some paper. This is the page from the baseball card magazine, the front cover of it. It happens to have the Boston Red Sox on it and Ted Williams, which is, we live, where I live, we're right near the Ted Williams Parkway, so in remembrance of him. So, and then this little Boston Red Sox tag here that I sewed on the side was from the hat that I took that little Red Sox embroidery piece off of. And then this was part of the book page, or part of the scrapbooking paper, so I thought that was cool. There's the tuck here. I added some paper. I made a little tuck with some tickets, and then this is also a pocket, so I put some of the baseball trivia cards in there. This is actually a sticker that came out of the Cracker Jack box that I cut apart. And then here's another grocery sack or lunch sack, another vintage flash card. And then here are some tickets, an altered paper clip with the fabric, and a couple of the cards from the baseball trivia game. I added a vintage milk cap there. And then here's another pocket. This is a vintage calendar page from this really cool vintage, like, mini calendar that I think it was given away by realtors back in 1968. But I just liked the colors. It was blue and red, so it went well with this, and I pulled out the date. I think it's November 25th or 26th. That is the son's birthday that this book is going to, so I thought that was cool. And then there's just more ephemera there. This is a tuck, another tuck, and here is some paper that didn't get sewn in, so I will just have to stick this in I'll fold it and stick it in, and she can use it to write papers, write notes, just do that. Anyway, more tuck spots there. I found some of these at a thrift store. It's a stickopotamus sheet of baseball stickers, so if she wanted to add more stickers, she could. And there's another popcorn bag. And this is a vintage book page, and I made a pocket there. Here is a little fabric flip there. And then here is another piece from the hat that I cut apart. It says Fenway Park Collection. Another tuck. This is another vintage book page from the Red Sox book. Another Red Sox book page, just a minute. Added some fun pom-pom trim on the side there. This is a part from that magazine. Had Ted Williams on there. And this is just another little pocket page that I made. I added a vintage sales order from there, or a vintage sales order in there. And then I added some ephemera there, baseball card, more trivia cards, and the other side of that, popcorn bag. And then here are the last two pages. This is a tuck, and these are pockets here that she can stick things in, and then a little notepad paper and cut apart to go in that pocket. So lots of places for her to write and places for her to stick her notes and everything that she's going to write to her son in here. So hopefully you like this book and that it gave you some inspiration, and maybe in the future let me know if you'd like to see more sports themed typed journals. I know this is a little bit different from what I normally do, but still kind of my same work. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment and subscribe, and I will see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.